Hi, this is Ushendra. Yet another important topic from the playlist Measurements and Instrumentation from Ushendra's Engineering Tutorials. It's in this video, it's a very important derivation, a mathematical calculation to obtain and show the sensitivity of a Wheatstone bridge. Here we need to derive an expression for sensitivity of a Wheatstone bridge. That's the layout here. I've already drawn it. The resistance R1, R2, R3, R4 with the nodes A, B, C, D. It's a DC bridge, and so this is the supply, right? Make a note. It's a DC bridge, Wheatstone bridge. It's a DC bridge, and so the supply is this one, right? Before going into the deeper analysis, I need to give some information which is already done in my previous video. I'll provide that link in the description box. Please find it, right? Before going much deeper, I want you to recollect at balance, it's a variable resistance. We can go and change its value and obtain the balancing condition. At some particular value of resistance, the current through the galvanometer will be 0, making the detector inactive. That's the balancing condition. And we also derived that at balance, product of opposite impedances are equal, right? It's a product of opposite impedances. In this case, it's opposite impedances are R1 into R3, which is equal to this R2 into R4. This is, and a small slight modification in the ratios. R1 by R2 is equal to R4 by R3. Even this is true. What did I do? I just cross multiplied it. And even this is true. Have a watch. Here we need this one. R1 by R1 plus R2 is equal to R4 by R3 plus R4. Because it's true. It's true. I don't want to prove here. You prove me and you challenge me. No, it's not correct. Tell that it's not correct, right? So this is important. We need to plug in this value in one of our equations as we go on. This one, this. Like we'll be having this, and this can be substituted with this, or else we'll be having this. We'll come across this one. We'll have to substitute this one. Right? Simplification. Right? So that's an important equation. On the other hand, sensitivity of a Wheatstone bridge is defined as, we have a definition. It's defined as here. It's defined as notation SB is defined as when the current flows through the detector, the galvanometer pointer takes a deflection, and initially it may be like this, pointing 0. With the increase in current, the galvanometer deflection increases, right? So this may be the position, and this is the amount of theta, galvanometer position theta, right? From this action, the sensitivity of a Wheatstone bridge is defined. It's the ratio, it's the deflection per a fractional change in resistance. When all the resistances are equal, no current flows through the detector, and so no deflection. A small change in one of the resistance unbalances the bridge. Voltage drop across either side of the detector changes. That gives rise to flow of current through the detector. Right? So a fractional change in resistance gives rise to unbalancing the bridge, making the voltage drop on either side to be unequal. Current flows, and the pointer starts deflecting. So from that action, we have this definition, like sensitivity of a bridge sensitivity, which is the deflection caused for a fractional change in resistance, right? So we need to evaluate theta, and then we need to substitute back, right? And during this process, another important definition comes. What it is more the amount of current flow, more the deflection theta. The current flowing through the detector as the current flowing through the detector increases, the deflection will be more. This theta in the bridge sensitivity, which is existing in the equation of the bridge sensitivity, has some another form from this bridge, right? So theta is the deflection produced by the pointer of the galvanometer. When all these resistances, when all the four resistances are equal, no current through the galvanometer, and so no deflection. So all this analysis is done by just slightly unbalancing the bridge, causing a little amount of current to flow through the detector, obtaining the deflection. Then we are calculating all these, right? That can be done by when all the four resistance are equal, no current through the detector. So slightly unbalancing, that is a small change, del R plus a small change in the resistance over here. Now this slight unbalance the slight change in the resistance will unbalance the bridge, and then the current flows, a very little current, which can be neglected, but still that is important, right? Under this condition, the deflection theta is directly proportional to the difference of the voltage drop on either side of the detector. I repeat, theta I can write on this side. Theta is directly proportional to the difference in the voltage drop on either side of the detector, right? Writing that directly proportional to what I putting that in a statement, putting that in an equation, it is VAD minus VAB. This is what I mean. Deflection theta is directly proportional to this one. Now this VAD minus VAB is nothing but the Thevenin's voltage VTH of the bridge circuit, and we need to have some constant of proportionality. It's a deflection is directly proportional to VTH, now which is equal to some constant of proportionality, SV. This SV is nothing but this one is the voltage sensitivity of the galvanometer. Make a note, please make a note. Voltage, it's a voltage, the deflection is directly proportional to voltage, Thevenin's voltage, and so this is the constant of proportionality, which is the voltage sensitivity of the galvanometer, right? So we need to evaluate this, and then we have to substitute back into this for the expression. So evaluating VTH, what we have is VTH is given by VAD minus VAB. Please follow, it's VAB. So what is VAD? Yeah, close this away, the upper portion, focus on these two are in series. Okay, so don't bother about this one, a little current, so which can be neglected, almost neglected, but still, right? Focus on these two. Del R plus R4 is in series with this one. So according to potential divider rule, VAD will be this drop into supply by total drop. That VAD can be written as supply into this drop, del R plus R4 by the loop total resistance, that is del R plus R4 plus R3. This is for VAD. We have to go ahead minus VAB, this one, VAB, the same supply. Now close this one, we don't need this one. So these two are in series, and according to potential divider rule, the drop across this one can be written as supply voltage V into R1 by R1 plus this total resistance, R1 plus R2, right? In both the cases, we have the supply voltage V, that can be taken out, V, okay? And something else, some other simplification, no, we have to go ahead, del R plus R4 upon del R plus R4 plus R3 as it is. Now this V has come out, as taken as common. Now here this can be written as R4 by R3 plus R4. No argument for this one, we already have that one here. R1, this one will be substituted with that one. right? Going ahead, VTH will be V as it is, the supply voltage V as it is, and simplifying the entire equation, what we have is, guys, a small rearrangement over here. R3 plus R4, close the bracket, plus del R into, simplifying, we need to multiply this, right, into R3 plus R4, and cross multiplying, what we have is here, this into this, R3 plus R4 is R4 into del R plus R4 minus this into this, that which is R4, sorry, this is R4 into del R plus R4 plus R3. This is the one. Don't get confused, okay? We have a division. This is entirely different. That's completely different, right? So cross multiplying this one, we have this. Make a note. 1. Simplifying this Thevenin's voltage, what we have is VTH will be equal to, right? So watch carefully. In the denominator, this into this, that will be R3 plus R4 into R3 plus R4, that will be R3 plus R4 whole square plus this into this, right? That's del R into R3 plus R4. That's done with the denominator. We have to look into the numerator. This into this, we have R3 del R plus, sorry, this into this plus R3 R4 plus this into this R4 into del R plus this into this R4 square. Now done with this one, this into this minus del R R4 into del R into del R minus R4 square R4 square minus R4 R3 R4 R3. A careful examination cancels something, right? What else gets cancelled here? Plus R4 square minus R4 square gets cancelled. What else? Here plus R4 into del R plus R4 into del R minus R4 into del R gets cancelled, and here plus R3 R4 plus R3 R4, this one, and minus R3 R4 and this one, and I forgot to write this V over here, this V as it is, supply voltage V as it is, this V, I didn't delete that, right? And finally what we have is, guys, check carefully, we are left with only this one. All this gets cancelled because of positive and negative terms. So finally, not finally, we have to still do something. V into del R into R3 by, guys, another simplification over here. It's a square term, and this term is multiplied with the del R, which is very small in magnitude. Del R, which is a very small, it may be 0.1, like this may be 1k, and this may be 1k, and this may be 1 ohm, in that range, right? And when compared to this one, this is very small, so this can be neglected. This can be neglected. When compared to this, it's a square term. This very large when compared to this, so this can be neglected. And neglecting that one, what we have is here R3 plus R4 whole square. Guys, this is the expression for VTH. Sorry, this is the expression for VTH. And according to, from the definition, what we have is bridge sensitivity SB is defined as theta upon del R by R, and in this case it's R4, because here we are subjecting that fractional change in resistance, right? It's theta here, the first definition in the beginning of my lecture, and here it's del R upon R4, because here in this arm the fractional change of resistance is subjected to, right? So in that case, going ahead, SB will be equal to, what is theta? Theta is, we had previously, it was SV into VTH, which is equal to SV, as it is voltage sensitivity of the galvanometer, into VTH. We have this one into V into del R into R3 by this one, R3 plus R4 whole square. This is for VTH, and SB is theta upon del R by R4, right? R4 from this expression. So we have del R in the denominator, and R4 goes up. This one, del R upon R, right? That's a del R upon R, so this R4 goes up. R4, and in this case something gets cancelled here. Del R and del R gets cancelled, and we are left with here SV into V, supply voltage, R3 R4 upon R3 plus R4 whole square. Guys, this is the expression for sensitivity of a Wheatstone bridge in terms of voltage sensitivity, right? And here in the denominator we can see that A plus B whole square. So going ahead, another color to have a clarity, SB here, continuing that one, SB will be equal to what we have is A plus B whole square, that will be R3 square plus 2 R3 R4 plus R4 square in the denominator, A plus B whole square. This will be the expansion, and what we have is SV into V, supply voltage, voltage sensitivity of a galvanometer, supply voltage, into R3 into R4, which will be equal to taking out R3 R4 as common from all the terms over here, R3 R4 as common from this and this. What we have is in the numerator we have SV into V into R3 R4 as it is. If R3 R4 is taken out as common, what we have is R3 R4 as common from all the terms. Here we'll be left with one of the R3 will be inside, so it will be R3 by R4 plus 2. Here R3 R4 came out and we are left with 2 plus R4 by R3. So this is what, and something gets cancelled, right? Here R3 R4 gets cancelled. We are left with here let me continue with the same pen so that you don't get confused. SV into V upon R3 by R4 plus 2 plus R4 by R3, right? The final expression, no, we cannot have any simplification. So what if we have the condition R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R4 in this expression? If that is the case, so SB will be bridge sensitivity will be SV 1 into V. This is the sensitivity of the galvanometer, this is supply voltage, and if these two are equal, that will be 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to SV into V by 4. This is my expression for the bridge sensitivity in terms of voltage sensitivity of the galvanometer, right? So maximum sensitivity can be obtained under this condition when all the resistances are equal. This will be the condition for maximum bridge sensitivity. Hope you understand this one.